Hey everyone, this is Nisa from Funky Monkey Tarot. Thank you for coming today. Today we're going to be doing more of a love type of reading. Yeah, so this is going to be more aimed towards the question of how to deal with your crush, or if there's anyone new coming your way. That's the kind of vibe we're going for today. So we have 3 piles here. We're going to do pick a pile again today. So here we have this Greenstone. This is pile 1. Here we have this more Tuscon red kind of stone. It's pile 2. And here we have this, I believe this is clear quartz for pile 3. So yeah, go ahead and take a deep breath in. Maybe close your eyes, pause the video, do what you need, and go ahead and try and feel for a pull from one of the decks. That's usually how I try and pick a card, and we'll go ahead and get started. Okay, pile 1. So you chose the Greenstone. This is for pile 1. And I chose like an overarching kind of theme for what your love situation is like for right now. But from here, we're gonna build off of this and go from here. So we have the 6 of Feathers, and this means transition and insight. This is like a really pretty dragonfly. It means something new is coming, something to be wary of is probably going to be coming your way. I won't be reading these in reverse. This was in the reverse. I kind of just like flipped them over or whatever. But yeah, so this looks really good. You might be on the verge of having a new love, or you might be getting out of a relationship. The wings of the dragonfly are standing out to me a lot, so that possibly means that you're ready to like get out there. You're tired of feeling cramped up. You're ready to spread your wings and fly. That kind of thing. You're feeling very forward, like you're ready to put your foot out there, kind of like you're tired of like being by yourself. You want to head towards this new light, and you're hoping that someone else can like, you know, make you feel more excited about talking to people and getting in relationships again. You may be a fire sign. You may have that kind of like feisty energy about you where you're like, oh, I'm a go-getter, I'm gonna go for this in my life. And there's a possibility that you're a bit insecure about the way you come off to people because you're so outgoing. I'm thinking maybe you might have dyed hair of some sort, like you like to play with your hair a lot, so there's a possibility you're a Leo, possibly. Like that's the kind of vibe you give me. So I'm gonna go ahead and expand on this. So let's see, what else is coming for pile 1 in terms of their love life. Okay, so we have the High Priestess and we have the 7 of Cups. So I'm thinking that this person that is coming for you, or you might be starting to be involved with more, they're the kind of person who enjoys being very emotional with others. They're compatible with you in the way that you both enjoy talking, and you both are very like bright and colorful people. You both enjoy putting your foot out there, and there's a possibility that they might be a water sign or an earth sign of some sort. Maybe a Scorpio. Yeah, because I feel like fire signs and Scorpios, I feel like Scorpio can be like the most versatile of the zodiac. Like they're sensitive, but they're also like very magnetic in a way that's kind of hard to ignore. And so yeah, so this is like a relationship that you probably wouldn't have even like noticed at first, and it's sort of like you have to make a choice of like, oh, well, do I want to put myself out there for this person? Do I really want to like go for them? And I feel like, yeah, you should, because this is something that you have to trust yourself with. And I feel like if you put yourself forward, you'll be rewarded for that. You know, you have to trust yourself and your intuition. And I feel like this is you when it comes to your relationship. You're the High Priestess. You're someone who's sitting on their throne, and you're overlooking everything, and you're just a very in your power. So yeah, that's great. Let me see if I can get a card about the nature of the relationship, or where the relationship could be heading. Let's see. These are the Romance Angels deck. In the description down below, I will be putting a list of the cards I'm using. So if you want to go ahead and check that out, that's cool. I really like this deck. This deck is probably my favorite to use, just because I feel like I get really in tune with them more and I can connect more. Oh, here we go. Release your ex. Yeah, so like I said before, when the transformation card, the Six of Feathers, you probably might be coming out of like a type of relationship that kind of kept you feeling really holed up, and you're ready to just move on. So in order to do that, you should release your energy. You should release your ex and stop like kind of being in your head about it, you know? It's the kind of thing where you're in a relationship with someone, and obviously because you have a connection with that person and you bond with that person, they leave an impact on you that's kind of hard to let go of, you know? We've all been there. We've all had our losses and loves, and you know, it's a hard road to travel, and it's a hard road to navigate, especially when you're coming out of that. And I think there's a part of you that still misses that person, and you know, that's okay. Or maybe you might not miss that person, and even then they still left an impact on you that's kind of hard to release. So my advice to you is to just maybe clear your space some more. Try making new memories with this new person that you're going for, to just like go for it, you know. And also I think some things to do like spiritually would be like to light some sage or some Palo Santo and just like maybe meditate a little bit on it, or even just like allow yourself to reflect back on those memories and just like be ready to let them go, you know. Like, I'm gonna sit here, I'm gonna think about this person, I'm not gonna yearn for them like I used to before, I'm not gonna call them or anything, I'm just gonna reflect and let go, which is important in all relationships, honestly. So here we're gonna have some cards that I pre-wrote, and hopefully this will give you a little bit more insight on how to talk to this person or possibly like interact with them. So yeah, so like I said before, you're probably the type of person who makes the first move most of the time. Give them a call or a text, and you know what, they're probably thinking about you too, and that's always a good thing. Reciprocation is always nice to bask in. So yeah, I definitely recommend clearing your energy, clearing your mind, and being ready to move forward with a fresh type of insight for this new person, because not everyone's the same, and that's always important to remember when you're dealing with relationships, that just because one person told you this about yourself, that doesn't mean that everyone else is going to feel that way, and that there's a possibility that if that comment or whatever that person said kind of rubbed off the wrong way on you, there's always someone else who's going to be like, oh, well, they didn't like that, well, I love this about you. That's the kind of thing that I get for you. Like, that's the kind of relationship that this is. So yeah, so your cards again are the Six of Feathers or Six of Swords, Seven of Shells or Seven of Cups, and the High Priestess. This is the type of energy in your relationship I'm seeing. So thank you, Pile 1. This was your reading for today. It was a little bit shorter today, but I think keeping it short and sweet is a lot more simple for all of us. Thank you for coming. Please leave a like if you enjoyed this. Subscribe if you want to see more, and leave a comment if this resonated with you in any type of way, shape, or form. Thank you. Goodbye. Okay, Pile 2. You chose this Tuscon red, kind of red Jasper stone. This reading is for you. So I chose this while I was separating the piles. I was separating these with a question in mind of what's coming for you in new love, or where your love life is kind of at right now. And so this is the kind of card we're going to build off of. So I'm not going to be reading any of these in the reverse. I just kind of flipped them over. But you have the Five of Pentacles or Five of Crystals. And this is something for new possibilities, something that's making its way towards you. And I see this little ladybug here, and usually when I get this card, you're the little ladybug. The person in question is this cute little ladybug, and they're just living their life. They're having a good time, and usually for ladybugs, they signify luck. So I think for you, this is something that you're not even really possibly ready for. You're kind of in your own mind space right now, and you're gonna be kind of unprepared for this new love that might be approaching you. Recently I've been seeing a lot of new love kind of blossoming. That's the kind of vibe that's been going on lately, and I think that's because of the new year that's coming forward, and a lot of people are trying to manifest like, oh well, I want to try and make do with someone else this year, and that's always perfectly fine. But you're possibly an earth sign or maybe a Virgo. You're the type of person who's like a bit stubborn or a little bit bullheaded. So maybe a Taurus or Virgo. I don't really see a lot of Capricorn. I don't get a lot of Capricorn vibes off of this, but that's perfectly fine, you know? It's chill. Okay, let's go ahead and expand on this card because I feel like I could get a little bit more off of this. Oop, there's a lot of cards coming out. Hello? This one wants to come out. Here it is. Okay, so this is the Knight of Crystals. Again, you're possibly an earth sign. Maybe be connecting with another earth sign that's coming your way. Endurance and determination. Yeah, so like I said before, this person that you might be coming into your life, or you might be have your eye on right now, they might be the type of person who's gonna be the one kind of going after you. Like they're gonna make their advances towards you very subtle, but like they're there. Like you know that they're there, you're picking up on it, and it's like they want you to pick up on it, which is always kind of cute, you know. Like that always like back and forth with you and someone else. That's always kind of interesting to be in, always kind of exciting. So it'll be like, oh well, do they like me? Yeah, they do like me. Or do I like them? Or like I don't know. Like you gotta talk to your friends about it. And, like it's hard. Like the whole grace period of like not being together. Okay, so we have the Strength card and we have the Wheel card. So this is kind of the relationship where you're not sure if you want them. This is like the kind of thing that we're like, you're gonna have to leave it up to fate, and you're gonna be like, well, maybe if it happens, it happens, and that's it, period. And there's a possibility that this person is gonna give you a kind of inspiration to like just go for things in life. Like they're gonna be like, oh well, you're not doing so well with this, well, you know what, pick yourself up, you got this. Like they're your little cheerleader in the background. They're gonna be the kind of person who like holds parades for you when you do something great in their eyes. And they're the type of person who is just there for you, and we love that. We love supportive people that are there for us, who aren't always friends. And you know, because sometimes letting that kind of information and that energy come from a different person, that's not exciting necessarily, but it just builds you up in a way like nothing else. Just the same way that it can build you down in a way like nothing else. Because people we have romantic feelings for, they kind of have a greater impact on us than we realize a lot of the time. So I'm going to take this Romance Angel card and to kind of ask the question about what's coming for you with this relationship. Like what's more in store, a little bit more in depth. Yeah, like I said before, this is a new love, and that you've possibly got someone new like I said, they're making their advances towards you. They're kind of like, oh, how are you doing? You know, that kind of like, how you doing type of thing. And you're kind of like, you're gonna play coy with it for a little bit. You're this lady right here. You're this person who's like, will I or won't they, you know? You want to keep them on their toes. And that's always, I would just say to just be a little bit careful, because sometimes people have a tendency to get bored if they're not like entertained for too long, which is always like human nature, I would assume. But there are also people who enjoy the chase more than the actual like relationship itself. So I would just say to be a little bit cautious of that. So I made these pre-recorded cards, and these are kind of like some advice or more in-depth advice to just how to interact with your person a little bit more. So yeah, talk to them more. They like listening to your voice. yeah, I definitely get this feeling that this person that you're kind of interacting with is kind of like a big puppy. Like they're just excited to see you. They're like, "Hey, how's it going? How's your day? Like, what's going on with you? Like, I'm doing great. Thanks for asking." Like, that's the kind of person that they are, and they enjoy being stimulated by conversation. And I think if you ever reciprocate that, they're just gonna be like, "Oh my God, they're into me. Like, oh my God, they're talking to me. I gotta go tell this and this so and so about this. Like, I'm excited," and we love that. We love seeing this. This is a kind of energy that I love getting. Because honestly, this is me. I'm the type of person who's like, oh my God, they talk to me. Oh my God. Um, but yeah, this is the type of thing that you just gotta enjoy it. You gotta enjoy it. Because if you try and play the game for too long, it's just gonna get a little bit stagnant. And I would say to kind of just embrace it. Embrace the attention. Embrace all of it. But yeah, thank you, Pile 2. This was your reading. I kind of kept it short and simple this time because let's not cause any more confusion, right? It's hard enough in 2020. But yeah, thank you for watching. Please leave a like if you enjoyed this reading. Subscribe if you want to see more, and leave a comment down below to let me know if this resonated with you in any way, shape, or form. Bye. Okay, Pile 3. So you chose the clear quartz. This is a very almost oddball kind of a group. It's got this very interesting shape. So this kind of tells me at first that you might need a little bit more clarity in your relationship. Sorry. You might need a little bit more clarity in terms of your relationship, and you might have a little bit of murky waters. So this is our card from the SpiritSong tarot deck. All the tarot decks I'm gonna be using are gonna be listed in the description down below in case you wanna go check them out. And yeah, so this is gonna be we're gonna build off of this. This is our overarching theme. So you have the Page of Wands or Page of Acorns. So like I said before, you may need a little bit more clarity, and you're kind of confused on what your love life is looking like right now. So there's a possibility that you might be in a relationship already, or you might have your eye on a crush or someone that you like already, and that's perfectly fine. So yeah, so Page of Wands, Page of Acorns. This is a reference to something new or discovery or enthusiasm, something that you should approach with a more positive mindset than before. And I'm kind of a little bit confused on this. Like, there's a possibility that you're a air sign or a fire sign, and yeah, I'm seeing like this big web right here of like complexities in your relationships right now that are kind of like you're ignoring them a little bit, and you're this monkey right here. This is usually like the main person that we're focusing on. Like, you see they're surrounded by these wands, and they're kind of feeling like, which way do I go? Like, should I go this way? Will I see something new? But there's also a possibility that a message might be coming in for you. Yeah, so let's go ahead and expand on this a little bit, because it's kind of like, I feel like you really need the advice. First thing that popped up was the 10 of Swords or 10 of Feathers, and it's a snake, which is not always something that we want to see. And there's also the Hermit that we got. So yeah, like I said, there's you might be coming out of a relationship, or you might be dealing with someone who kind of brings you down a lot. I'm seeing that you need to recover a bit more, or you need to stand up for yourself a little bit more, and you're kind of maybe a softie on the inside. Like, you're the kind of person who finds themselves at the blunt of every joke, and I've been there before. So I would say to just make sure that you are a bit more communicative when it comes to your feelings and your boundaries with people. Yeah, in the Hermit, I see that you're like kind of like in this state right now where you're in this like, will I, won't I, will they, won't they, and area, this gray area that's making it hard for you to kind of see yourself for relationships. Like, I feel like you have a bit of problems with relationships. And I know this is kind of getting a little bit too specific, but I just want to remind everyone that this is like a general reading, so there's a possibility that this may be just for one person or for everyone. So if this isn't for you, maybe try again and pick another pile. Make sure you're really sure about your pile pick. But yeah, this energy is a little bit low. It's kind of like I feel like you're in this like almost hopeless spot that you feel like, and you're just kind of like, oh, I want something else to come along, which is perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with feeling that way. But I think we should see what's coming for this person. So the 7 of Wands or 7 of Acorns. So I see like this little badger, and this little badger is gonna come your way, and they're determined to bring you up. You know, they understand that maybe this is the person that you already know, and maybe it might be a possible friend, and they're just the kind of person who's there for you a lot of the time, someone that you talk to a lot or you vent to a lot, and they're the kind of person who might secretly have feelings for you, or might just will possibly be having feelings for you. I don't know, this badger is like, they want to see that you come out of this web of difficulties and complexities of your emotions, because it's hard for them to see you in that way. Yeah, this person is possibly a romantic, and they want to ensure, like, maybe they're the kind of person who's like, oh, I would never treat you that way, or, you know, something like straight out of a chick flick, like some like the other guy or the best friend who has to kind of deal with this. So yeah, this is the romance from the Romance Angels deck, and I will be leaving a list of the cards I'm using in the description down below. And so on the bottom of the deck, I don't know, I just kind of got the urge to look at the bottom of the deck. I feel like you're not feeling very spiritual right now, so I feel like maybe in order to help yourself bring yourself up a little bit more and to give yourself more security and confidence, you should maybe meditate a bit more, pray to your God or your ancestors a little bit more for help and security and stability and protection, because energy is always being transferred through people, and by working with your spirituality, you can protect yourself more, and you can have a new sense for yourself with this. So your love life is going to be influenced by your religious factors. This is a big one for you guys. So this is also the card that came up. This says getting to know each other. So as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So like I said before, this is possibly a friend that is like there for you, who is always going to be there for you. There might be someone that might be coming to mind for you, or maybe not. But this is definitely kind of like the friend zone deck of the whole reading I've done so far. This is definitely like the most platonically intertwined. Like, I think that's definitely the thing this is going for. And there might be a confession on the way. Maybe we should try and look into that, see if there's a possibility that this person is gonna make their move for you, or maybe you should make the first move now that you know. So this is the 3 of Swords, and this is for release and recovery. So yeah, I definitely see like there's a confession coming your way, something that with a choice that you might have to make with 3 swords. So there's definitely a third person here. Yeah, I think something that's most important for you right now is possibly not even to focus on your relationships. Maybe like building yourself up and ensuring your security right now is just like the biggest thing for you right now. But because this is a crush reading, this is a people person-to-person reading, we're gonna go ahead and see how we should interact with this person, you know, how you talk to your best friend, you know, how you gotta deal with this. So yeah, maybe talk to your friend more. Maybe just try and interact with them more. Because like I said before, as you start to vent more and you start to build this connection with this person, they're gonna want to spend more time around you. They're gonna become more into a realization of their feelings, and they're gonna want to do more with you. And I think that's just a big part of any relationship in general, whether that's platonic, familial, or romantic. And you know, spending time with your person. That might be their love language, you know, where you just spend quality time with each other. I know that's my love language, you know. I enjoy when people spend time with me, and I enjoy when people talk to me. And so I definitely vibe with that. So yeah, just like maybe hit them up, be like, yo, maybe you want to go to a restaurant, social distance, of course, please. If you can find a restaurant, maybe just like order in and be like, hey, you want to bother coming over, or maybe even like watch a movie over FaceTime or something. That's the kind of interaction they want with you. They just want to spend time with you, and we love that. We love spending time with friends and your crushes, you know. That's just like something that makes us all glow with happiness. But yeah, pile 3, this is your reading. I would also advise that you get some clear quartz, something that might be shaped like this, and kind of like these are really good for like aiming it at your chakras and stuff to like help you pinpoint that energy and make sure that it's concentrated. Maybe meditate a little bit more. But I would also say that talking to this person has made you feel a lot more better about yourself. This is a general reading, so that maybe if you don't have someone that you talk to a lot, maybe, I don't know, talk to yourself. Maybe be like, look yourself in the mirror and be like, are you doing okay? You know, just mentally check up in with yourself, because that's really important. Mental health is really important these days, especially when it comes to loving yourself before you love others. So yeah, thank you for coming to this reading, pile 3. Thank you for picking a pile. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video, subscribe if you want more, and leave a comment if this resonated with you in any way, shape, or form. Also, for all of you guys, I would really appreciate it if you could give me more ideas on some videos and questions you might have that I could be a bit more general with. But yeah, leave a comment down below. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for giving me the time of day, and goodbye.